Preparing for play-by-play is really difficult. When I was preparing to start doing play-by-play, the way I prepared was the way I've prepared for all of my jobs. I latched on to people's work that I liked and respected and just tried to break it down. So I would listen to football game after football game, and I would just listen to the play-by-play announcer the whole time and try to figure out why I liked them. And when they would use a phrase that I liked, I would write it down so that I would have just lists of phrases to use when someone scored a touchdown, when someone got a first down, when they got into a certain part of the field. And that was how I started my preparation for play-by-play, and now that I'm doing it, it's a lot of work. You get both football rosters, and I'm doing high school right now, so there's very little research on the high school players. So I have to do most of it myself. So I'm on the internet for a couple of weeks before each game, pretty much typing almost every single player's name into Google and seeing what comes up and reading stories about them so that I have some background to bring color to the broadcast to say, so-and-so had a great catch, but did you know he also was a star lacrosse player for his high school, and he's hoping to play lacrosse at Duke next year. So I have to do all that on my own. I call both of the coaches and talk to both of the coaches the week of the game to try and get some of their strategy, interview them, the players that I should keep an eye on. I also try to go back through all the rest of the team's games earlier in the season to see who stood out and get all their stats from those games. And then I make these they're almost storyboards where you put the name and number and height and weight of every single player, and you have it on this big board in front of you. So you can look down when you see the number of a player and you know who it is, and you can have other stats on them. So that's just kind of the broad preparation that I do. And then a lot of it is just kind of by the seat of your pants on the night that the game happens.